Welcome, curious minds, to another deep dive.
Hello.
Today, we're jumping into Mecha BREAK. We're going to unpack a really unique mech, Luminae.
Ah, yes, Lumina.
Her mission, basically, is to figure out what makes her tick, her strategic depth, and maybe help you decide if she's the right mech for your style.
And Lumi is, well, she's just fascinating. A perfect case study in strategic adaptability, I think.
How so?
She's more than just a healer or a damage dealer. She beautifully blends being like a drone medic with this almost stealthy tech wizard vibe.
Okay, a drone medic and tech wizard. Let's dig into that. So her core identity is what? A high mobility support.
Exactly. High mobility. She uses these healing drones for her team, but also debuffing tech against enemies.
Right, and she's light, she's fast, which means positioning is everything, yeah. You gotta be smart about where you are.
Absolutely crucial. She's really built for a specific type of player. Someone who, enjoys support, but wants more speed, more flexibility than usual.
So not just sitting back and healing.
Definitely not. If you like switching on the fly between healing and those damage over time debuffs, and if you're good at map awareness, always repositioning, staying out of trouble, she's probably Famio.
Kind of like Mercy from Overwatch, maybe? Or Lifeline, but different.
Sort of, yeah, in the mobile support sense. But Lumina demands a much more active role in the actual fights, I'd say. Less passive.
Gotcha. Okay, let's break down the mechanics then. Her modes and that mobility you mentioned. Two distinct modes, right?
Correct. Support mode and corruption mode.
So support mode, that's the drone launcher, the healing one. Burst heal plus some regen.
Yep, a nice burst heal, then a slower regeneration effect follows. But importantly, she also had this passive, a slight healing aura, just for being near allies.
Oh, interesting. How does that passive change things? Does it free you up a bit?
It totally does. It means you're always providing some value just by positioning well near your team. It lets you save those active drone shots for critical saves when someone's really taking damage.
Makes sense. Constant, subtle help.
Exactly. Then maybe things stabilize, or you want to apply pressure. You switch modes.
To corruption mode.
Right. Now the drone launcher fires an offensive drone. It puts a damage over time debuff on the enemy, and it specifically targets shields and armor, stripping them away.
Ooh, that sounds nasty. Armor stripping is huge.
It really is. And in this mode, her passive switches too. It does small ship damage to nearby enemies. It's not massive, but it's constant pressure. Weakens them up, sets them up for your team's big hitters, or, helps finish off someone low.
Strategic erosion, nice. And weaving between all this is her mobility, that jet boost dash.
That's the core of her survival and positioning. Fast dashes, amazing air control. You're going to be using it constantly.
To do what? Reposition? Escape?
All of the above. Reposition for better drone angles, escape if you get focused, or even just kind of dance around enemies, making yourself hard to hit while you deploy those drones.
I bet landing those drones, healing or debuffing while zipping around takes some practice. Quick reflexes needed.
Absolutely. It's not about just spraying, it's precision. Surgical strikes, almost.
Okay.
Which brings us to how you actually play her effectively.
Yeah, the strategy.
Okay, number one, smart mode rotation. Don't just stick to one. Start fights in support. Probably keep your team up.
Then switch.
Yeah, once things are stable or you see an opportunity, flip to corruption, harass, debuff. The key is flexibility. Your power comes from that switch.
Okay. Tip 1, rotate modes. What else?
2, team awareness and positioning. Can't stress this enough. Stay close enough to support, but not in the direct line of fire. Use cover, use high ground. She is not tanky.
Right, she's fragile.
Very. And 3, constant movement. Never stand still. Always be dashing, repositioning, floating just out of reach. Use those boosts. Use the map terrain to get away from anyone diving you. Mobility is life for Luminae.
So who are you aiming those drones at? Let's say you're in support mode.
Focus on healing your front line, your tanks, or maybe flankers who are actively fighting, taking damage right now.
And in corruption mode.
Apply that debuff to priority targets, low health enemies to finish them off, or maybe enemy tanks that your team needs to burn down faster. Stripping their defenses helps everyone.
Got it. Any more advanced tricks?
A couple. You can actually pre-fire a healing drone towards where a teammate is going to be, like if they're diving in.
Yeah.
The drone can catch them mid-fight.
Oh, predictive healing. Cool.
Yeah, and use that jet boost cover sometimes. Get a little altitude near a fight. Makes it easier to line up those longer range drone shots, both heal and debuff.
And who does she work well with? Any particular synergies?
Definitely. She pairs really well with aggressive teammates like brawlers or tanks who get right in there. Think Vanguard or Kraken. They love having that constant healing nearby. and her debuffs make their job easier.
Okay, so wrapping this up. Luminae sounds like a very reactive, very agile support. Needs good map sense, quick thinking.
Totally. She's not for everyone. If you want to be on the front line dealing massive damage, look elsewhere.
But if you love that feeling of like dancing around danger, keeping your team alive, and outsmarting enemies with well-timed support and debuff.
Then she's incredibly rewarding, one of the most unique supports in the game, for sure.
And thinking bigger picture for a second, Luminae's whole design, it really says something about adaptability, doesn't it?
It really does. That fluid, smart transition between totally different roles. Support, offense, that's a powerful advantage, not just in a game, but anywhere complex.
So maybe the takeaway for you listening is, think about challenges you face. Is the best approach always just mastering one thing? Or is the real edge sometimes found in mastering the switch, moving between different, maybe even opposing ways of operating?
Yeah, exactly. It raises a good question, I think. In your own work, your own life, where could a breakthrough come not just from getting better at one thing, but from skillfully using dual functions, adapting dynamically as the situation changes? Something to think about.